Okay, so here's our example given a graph. Write the equation in standard form of the graph linear function. So press pause to take a little bit of time to draw out that graph. And when you are ready, come back for the steps. So just like everything else that we've done before, our first step here is going to be to calculate our slope. Whoa, that is not how you spell calculate. Remember, we do that by getting 2 points, any 2 points on the graph, and doing our stack, subtract, slide, or if rise over run works for you, do that. And so 2 points. We'll do this point right here, which is 2, 0, and this point right here, which is 4, 1. I kept it on my positive quadrant just because positive numbers are easier, and I'm going to put the bigger number on top because I know I'm subtracting, and it's easier to subtract when the bigger number's on top. So I stack, subtract, that's 2, that's 1, slide it underneath. Here's my fraction. I can't reduce it any, so my slope is 1/2. Rise over run, up 1, over 2. However is easiest for you to do. Step 2, I write an equation. And this can be either in point slope or slope intercept. Well, here I have my slope. I have a point, so I can do point slope, but I also have a nice and pretty y-intercept. So I can actually do slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. So y equals 1/2 x, and it's actually -1. So now my next step is to change it to standard form. And from earlier, if I'm in slope-intercept form and I change, I move the x term, check that a must be positive, and that there are no fractions. So move x term is my first step. Remember, that's mx. So let's start over here. Y equals 1/2 x minus 1. So I'm going to subtract 1/2 x from both sides. And I do it over here off to the side because, again, x and y are not the same thing. So I get negative 1/2 x. Y equals 1/2 x minus 1. There needs to be something in between those two. So I'm going to put a plus because y is positive. All right, our next step is check. Is A positive? And actually, no, A is not positive. It's actually negative. So I need to change all the signs. And that's really just as simple as changing this to positive, changing this to minus. And you know what, over here, I wrote this wrong. You guys, sorry, it's early in the morning. It's just -1. And changing this to +1. And lastly, I check. Are there no fractions? But there is a fraction, so I need to multiply by the common denominator. In this case, there's only one denominator, and that's 2. So I multiply everything by 2. And I'm going to rewrite it just so you see what I mean. Everything multiplied by 2. I literally take my parentheses and put a 2 around everything. So 1/2 times 2x. Sorry, 2 times 1/2 x is 1x. 2 times y is negative 2y. And 2 times 1 is 2. And then just to make it prettier, we don't really see a 1 in front of the x, so it's just x minus 2y equals 2. There's your answer in standard form.